Alrighty, guys, it is your boy RPG Fans Only Show here, and today we are doing a racing game, something I want to do called Racing Week, if you know what I mean. But yeah, pretty much what this is going to be something called Racing Week, where I basically play racing games for a week straight. And this can be from all types of genres, not just specifically PlayStation. Even though PlayStation has the best racing games compared to all the other games I play. Um, I mean, I could play some PS2 games, maybe, or some Xbox 360 racing games, but I want to look at the old school classics of where racing really started from. So, and pretty much, want to see if they age well, because some of these PlayStation like PSX or PS1 racing games really did age well for their time. Some of them unfortunately didn't. A lot of games actually didn't age very well. Some games you can still go back to no matter how many years since the console's lifetime has been, expunged, and go back and still play it like if it was brand new. Like, still have a good experience. Obviously, the graphics for the PlayStation One are not, up to par with today's standards. But it's still fun to go back and play some games that your childhood. It's more for nostalgia. Nobody ever really plays old school games other than for nostalgia. Um, Maybe they really, that's the main reason why people go back and play Chrono Trigger. Just because it's not because it's it's that amazing of a game, which is not that bad of a game. It's not bad of a game at all. Um, but you know what I'm trying to get at. I actually haven't played this game at all, really. So I don't know how the controls work. But what I do know about this game is that it is interestingly close to Jet Moto 3, which is another game we'll be playing for Racing Week. So I will drop this obviously on Monday. As the time I'm recording this, it's Sunday. So I will obviously drop this out for you guys on Monday. It'll be Monday by the time, this recording gets out, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so we got a couple of guys to pick through. Um, so yeah, I'm going to be playing majority PS1 racing games just because I have more nostalgia with them. Not really into 3D. I'm still a 2D type guy, but some games I do feel like deserve to be, replayed or played again. Some 3D games. I'm not talking about like Warriors of Might or Magic or fucking Lucifer Ring or fucking yeah, games like those really I don't really care for. I like Techno Mage, but that's an RPG that doesn't count. Fighting Force, another alright game. Pretty terrible actually. But ATV Mania, let's focus on this. We are still doing the Robopon Ring version Let's Play. I'm going to come out with a video. Before I get this video out, most definitely I would have already had a video for Robopon Part 3. But yeah, I'm going to be kind of lost just because I haven't played that game in such a cool minute. So okay, weird. So apparently you can't shoot and race at the same time. That's honestly very disturbing to know that. What type of game implements a weapon in a game, but you can only use it? Like I really can't turn while I'm using the gun. Like I have to be dead ass locked onto a target, which makes basically using the gun pointless. Because obviously everything, this is a racing game, everything is moving. We do have a lot of selection of weapons though. I'm guessing those crates that I seen, these crates, and it just gave me more gun ammo. Like I need that shit really. Let's see. Oh fuck. Okay, we got something different. Yeah. Um I'd probably give this game like a 3 out of 7. TBH. Um Not too interesting of a game. It's pretty generic. Got him, and I got myself as well. Player one was tired of living. What type of game over screen is that? Oh, these are. I hope these are homing. And I'm not sure where the lap system plays in. Why is my guy so slow? Fuck out of here. Oh yeah, you got fucked. I'm not understanding why this game is running so slow. I'm thinking it's due to like frame rate limitations. But you know what's the funniest part about playing PlayStation 1 games compared to playing like Game Boy, well, trying to emulate, because I can't really play Game Boy. You can't capture card a game. You have to emulate Game Boy Advance game. There's no other way to record actual footage. Like, you have to use the emulator to play, record Game Boy Advance footage. Unfortunately, you don't really have to do that with the PlayStation 1, as there is, capture card mechanics that can be used. Um, but it's really weird how PlayStation 1 games play way better than Game Boy Advance games, and there's a lot more limit, like, aspects being put into the game. It's fucking weird. I don't understand it, and I don't really care to understand it. I just know that I don't really like that fact right there. It kind of slows the flow of things. And it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. It's probably my emulator. I can't really emulate Game Boy Advance games really well. So that sucks for one. It's gonna make Robopon really iffy to play through. I also want to play Ballistic, which is a GBA FPS, because somebody told me it was graphically impressive, but I don't really listen to people nowadays. People just be on that weirdo shit. Um, I don't even know what the fuck. You got multi questions? What the fuck? I'm taking a test to race. Okay, I'm not sure which one is the homing one. So you can start off with weapons. That's interesting. That's actually kind of hacks. You think about it, because if you're like, you're playing with your friend, and like that's kind of. I don't even think this is a two-player game. Matter of fact, this is a one-player game, correct? Which would make sense. I don't see this game being played very well with two people. Look how much space the screen takes up for one person. Like, two people would definitely throw this game like off. That missile just sucked ass. Ooh, are the controls slippery in this game? It's like you have to edge press. You can't just like make a complete turn. Like, you have to tap. And the way the layout of this game is like, it's hard to decide like what the fuck is going on. Every time you make a bump or like a turn, like the whole camera shit angles. And barriers, you really don't have a lot of place to maneuver in this game. It's just like straightforward, but from what I heard, this game is actually pretty fun and easy PlayStation 1 game that, most people actually have played in the past, have heard of, picked up, of course, for their kids and all that such and such. Me, on the other hand, oh, hell no, this guy just passed my shit. The fuck up. Okay, so that rocket shoots behind me. I'm just gonna drop that down just in case I'm being tailed. Pull out the machine gun, though I can't ever really use this shit. How did I break down? I don't understand this game. I don't. I'm guessing the more times I crash into things, the more damage my ATV takes. Yeah, it appears that's the case. But how do you expect me not to run into shit when you see the way these levels are laid out? Like, come on, bro. They're not laid out like fucking Mario Kart, which would have actually been a good game to bring to the PlayStation 1 due to its 3D graphics. That would have been interesting to see, but of course Sony and Nintendo weren't exactly best friends. So that was never going to happen. That's like Nintendo and the Genesis, obviously, and Sega not being best friends either. Which I just kind of feel like Nintendo just kind of likes beef. I feel like they just kind of like to ruin people and just, try to take all the glory for themselves, which is kind of annoying. I could see that being a problem for future, like, gamers. and I realized how really fucked up Nintendo is. Nintendo is really fucked up as a company. They have like changed the gaming history for good and for worse. Because a lot of companies got taken out by SquareSoft and Nintendo alone. So it low-key fucked up a lot of games being in development that a lot of people wanted to see just because they got outwiped. And, you know, well, competition's coming in. You know, we're about to drop Parasite Eve 2. Like, you know, you might as well just scramble this shit. Because if we drop it on the same day as this game, there's no fucking point. So, a little annoying. I can admit to that. But yeah. Enough of me just I'm just kind of rambling about the game. Really don't know what to say about this game. Other than the fact, I think, other than the fact that this game is pretty generic. We're just gonna go through the whole championship pretty much. You can call this a long play if you want. This is not a live stream, unfortunately. I don't have live stream notes up or my face cam. So I lost a lot of live streamers not live streaming for a couple days. That's pretty annoying. But it's totally fine because I got a couple new subscribers after my live stream videos, which some people say are not a thing. Holy shit! That was the highest jump because I almost jumped off the fucking edge. No shit. So is this a? This is like a French game. What type of game doesn't allow you to use like? What type of racing game doesn't allow you to use your power-ups while you're racing? Like, you literally have to be static as fuck to shoot, to even use a bomb. Like, the controls, like, completely, like, malfunction. Like, if you don't do it right. See, like, I can't use a power-up and turn at the same time. It's literally, the game doesn't it doesn't process it right. Highly fucking annoying, I have to say. You know, I don't think I've ever gotten in first place since I've been playing. I think I've literally just been hitting third the whole entire time. And just look at that, like, how the fuck do you expect anybody to not run into that? I feel like this game could use a little more polish, just to be honest. Just a tad bit more polish. Just a tad bit more polishito. I mean, that's cool that they have signs that tell you, but they don't really tell you much. You're still kind of blinded. And just, this game is all over the fucking place, dude. I'm literally getting like, I'm getting dizzy just looking at this shit. I feel like I'm on an acid trip. It doesn't help that my ATV is slow as balls. Like, the fuck? It's just like somebody sticking their hand in molasses and rubbing it all over some peanut butter jelly. I don't fucking know. The game is slow as shit. What I'm trying to hit at. I'm really in fourth place. Like, I am not about to win this shit whatsoever. I'm dead ass. I'm not about to win that. Oh, and quitting the race literally. Oh, I was about to say, quitting the race will literally. That would have been. Oh, wow. I would have had to cut this shit short as fuck. Interestingly enough, it's funny how PlayStation, well, back in the era when PlayStation came out, a lot of people didn't really know how to do like graphics very well. Like, people didn't know how to make character models. That's why character models often in PlayStation look fucking awful. By PS1 standard, them FMVs sometimes be giving me more nightmares than the actual game. The game could be a horror game, and the FMVs are a lot scarier than the actual gameplay. And sometimes the FMVs just look bad in general. Like, whoever drew this did not care. Either did not have enough time to care or just didn't care in general. So I'm guessing whatever power-up you're on, and you pick up another power-up, will give you another one of that power-up. I really don't know, to be honest with you. There's like a mini-map, but it really doesn't show you much. I don't know who the fuck this guy think he is, but I'm about to. I'll race the shit out of him. Let's pull out the gun. Oh, you son of a bitch! When I catch up to you, I'm gonna rape your motorcycle so bad, man. You don't even understand. Yeah, this game just looks awful. I'm gonna be 100 with you. This game does not play well whatsoever. By today's standards, this is not an acceptable game. I'm just gonna keep that shit 100. These graphics could give a kid nightmares. This gameplay is giving me the chills. As soon as you go over that hill, it's like the game just does not know how to fucking process what the fuck is going on, and it just sends you off on the took. Just like fuck this. I don't know how to, you know. I'm just gonna shoot this guy overboard just because I don't know what to do with this sprite. The game just does not know how to compensate for like quick turns or just for going over a fucking hill. The game can't even compensate you going over a hill. That's how terrible this shit is. For some reason, I'm still in third place, which gives me the chance to keep going. Don't know how long I'm going to play this, but I guarantee you it's not going to be this long because, you know, that long, shall I say, because these graphics are just woo. This gameplay is woo. Alrighty. Don't think I can play this game sober here, so I'm gonna grab a little drink just because this game is awful. Don't think I would want to play this any longer than I've already have, but I'm already sucked in, so fuck it. This game cost me a pretty fucking penny too, so I'm playing this shit. Bet your ass. Whew, all right.
3, 2, 1, go!
God damn it, if you don't what the fuck? The barriers in this game are just so like tight. Like if you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit. Oh. Yo, I deadass give this game a solid like 3 out of 7. Like they could have done a lot better with this game. There's a couple ATV games for the PlayStation 1 that play twice as better as this. This game was supposedly had like high accountability reviews for it. Supposedly the game is good, but as I'm playing it, I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck were they talking about? This game is shit. The absolute most dankest shit I've ever seen in my life. Put your grandmama's bean store out of stock. Game is shit. How do you? What type of game implements breaking down by hitting a small pile of snow? Like you take damage from hitting a barrier, bro? Like what the fuck? I could never beat this game. There's no way in hell. In a million years will I ever be able to beat this game. All this turning and shit. And like, look, just the slightest turn will send you like flipping into a fucking frenzy. Where now it's like a battle of fucking attrition. Like what? If I don't even know how to drive a fucking ATV, but I knew if I hopped on one, I'd probably swerve better than these guys do. These guys can't swerve around a corner for shit. These guys drive like they've had way too much to drink and should not even be driving in general. This is like illegal ATV racing, like some straight up hillbilly shit. Man, fuck you, you stupid ass, and your dumbass controls. You really have to know every track and be like so head on. There's no turbos in this game, so you're literally stuck with this entire speed the entire game. It's like, why? Of all the design choices and shit, they went with this shit. This shit is embarrassing. How could you call this a racing game? I had high hopes for this game because it looked good, but actually playing this shit, I'm like quickly figuring why this game got like a 0 out of 0 on Rotten Potatoes. Even Sony looked at this game and just said, fuck this. God damn, they gave this game a 0.5 out of 5. Not even a 1 out of 5, a point. They said, fuck this game. This game doesn't get any further than a 0.5. They could have at least play tested this shit. This shit plays like literal ass. We're gonna have to restart. This game is giving me a headache. He's like, and it doesn't help that there's like zero to no music in this fucking game. All you hear is the sound of your motor engine, you crashing into shit, and other guys beating your shit up. Oh, that's literally the only sounds you hear in this game. Like, can the game just get a grip on itself? I feel like the game moves faster than the camera can compensate for. So the camera's constantly just trying to figure out where the fuck you are. Whoa, this guy took me the fuck out. I feel like the game is just constantly trying to figure out where the fuck you are at all times. Like, it doesn't actually know how to keep up with you, so... Instead, what it does is it just doesn't keep up with you. It just says, fuck it. We can't keep up with you, then we're just not gonna do it. Simple as that. Oh my god. What is up with these janky ass controls? Who the fuck thought this was a good idea? And it doesn't help that you can never see what's over the horizon. Every time you make a jump, you literally cannot see what the fuck you're jumping into. This game has awful depth perception. This game runs like shit. Ugh. I hope Jet Moto isn't like as bad because I haven't played that game either, and I'm gonna be pissed if it's just as bad as this shit is. Because this shit right here, I would never recommend to a friend. I wouldn't even give to a friend. I would sell this at a yard sale for less than a fucking pencil. Fuck that. This shit is free. Fuck that. You don't even gotta pay it at my yard sale. Just take this shit. Don't look back either. Cause I'm not returning this shit. It's like so controller heavy. Like if you do not tap, you cannot turn. Like you literally have to tap. Any forms of full-fledged turning will just throw you into a fucking spiral. Not to mention that it's not even a good idea to even use weapons in this game. Just because you literally cannot do both. Like, what type of person can't race and use a power-up at the same time? Like, did they not realize Mario Kart came out on the SNES and had better fucking movement than this? What? How can a 3D game play worse than a 2D game? I mean, there's a lot of reasons why that can be, but in this case, this doesn't make any sense. This is like, what the fuck am I? Goddamn, the racetrack is slippier. Wow, slipperier. I don't even know how you would pronounce that. It's more slippier than fucking the ice around you. God damn it. Fuck ATV Mania. This shit should have been Ice Mania. You know, I actually thought I was going to enjoy this game But after playing this game for not even nearly 10 minutes, I'm already like so distraught. I'm like, why the fuck did I even sign up for this shit? Ugh, everything is just so off beat. Controls just play awful. I have never, ever in my life, ever played a racing game that punishes you from hitting a fucking corner, like a side. Now, I understand cars take damage, but bro, like what the fuck? I've never played a racing game where they give you power ups, but you can't use them and drive at the same time. Like what the fuck? What's the point of putting the power up in there? You're not gonna use this shit because you can't drive and use it at the same time. It makes it pointless. It really does. I don't know. There seem to be a few lone foreigners that have descended on particular location. About 6 competitors, in fact. Man, haven't you ever heard of? Fuck out of here, you stupid ass questions, bitch. Answering questions for money. The fuck? That's what bums do. Fuck out of here. That's exactly what the fuck bums do. Alrighty, well, I think I'm gonna be ending this pretty quickly for day one of Racing Week, just because yeah, this game isn't ideal, like at all for a racing game. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. This game is just it's so bad. Like this shit is bad. Like I can't even see where the fuck I'm going. Look, like what's what the fuck just happened? Look, I can't even, bro. I'm done. I'm so done with this game. I cannot play this piece of shit. I'm not gonna play this piece of shit. Okay, fuck. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have, make sure to like, subscribe, give us some feedback, and of course, fans, when we come back with some more gibberish shit, um, I'll just see you guys until then. My brain has to recover from this fucking abomination.